What's up, guys? Welcome to the Hobbynomicon. Doing a quick one tonight. We're gonna finish up this brass slash bronze metal mask, and so this is where we started from yesterday. Everything's dry now, so we can come back in and we can finish up the mask. And really, we're just gonna do a bunch of different dry brushing. So right now, we're just coming back in with that pure silver, and I'm really hitting this raised corner. This is where my light's hitting it. It's the brightest part of the model, and I'm starting there, and this is pure silver. I'm hitting all the nails on the side. If you look at like polished brass, once it starts getting like hit and beat and the patina comes in and the scratches come in, what you actually see is like the traditional brass color, and then the patina turns into like a black. Like it's not like a nilic oxide patina. It's not like bronze, like a bronze statue, how it gets super dark. It actually just looks black. So it turns black. You can kind of see, and I forgot to mention this yesterday. In some parts of yesterday during my base coat, I just left some of those pits black. And you can kind of see it as I'm working through the model here and I'm just mixing up the next color, which is we're coming in from our silver into bright brass here. And I'm just going to kind of I'm highlighting, but again, it's all just going to be dry brushing. I'm mixing in some of that silver with the bright brass now to make it extra bright brass. And we're going to go over the areas, all of the areas that we just did in silver. We're going to make sure we cover all of those again. And what this dry brushing is going to do is tint those colors so that it's almost like an optical illusion of being silver. Like obviously it actually is silver because we know the pigment of the paint is silver, but by going over that silver color with this new mixture and overlapping into the actual bronze areas, it's going to kind of trick your eye because your brain's going to fill in the information and it's going to say, oh, that's bronze. But when you actually look at it, there's the black, the bronze, the silver, and it all comes together and it looks real. Like, this is, I kind of, sometimes when I'm painting, I come into this almost like it looks too real. Like there's not a lot of contrast in it. And for this model, that's kind of what I'm going for. Like I want it to look like a real slab of metal on this guy's face. And that's kind of the trade-off with how I paint sometimes. It's almost like too realistic and I don't get that super high amount of contrast in it. But I really like how this guy is turning out. I'm going to fast forward ahead a little bit. Here I'm just adding in bright brass by itself. I'm going to hit everything again with this bright brass. I just finished up the dry brushing of the bright brass by itself, and now I'm mixing in copper, which was our initial base coat, with a bright brass. I'm getting most of the paint off, and now I'm going back over the whole entire mask just to really get that unifying dry brush in. So this is going to tell your brain, like, yeah, that's all brass or bronze, whichever one it is. I mix them up. But it's gonna tell your brain that's what it is, even though it has these like pure silvers in it. And that's, if you look at like a forged brass plate or bronze plate, there is silver in it. It's a combination of the patina, the light source. We have the blacks, we have the darks in it, the darker colors in it that come from patina happening. And as you see, I zoomed in here, you can see like this thing looks like it's a brass plate hammered on this dude's head. It doesn't look like we painted it. My goal with this is I really want to paint, like have different styles of painting on the model so it looks otherworldly. So like whereas this doesn't have the contrast and the high values that you see from like a traditional high-end miniature painting, it's painted very realistically. Whereas this flesh, like I'm gonna do some crazy contrast on the flesh. Like my shadows will be purple, and then I might even bring the skin, like I can't decide if I want to do like human colored flesh or like something like Nurgle green. But either way, the flesh is going to have very high contrast to it to really like contrast with the true metal metallics of the mask. But thanks for watching. This was a quick one to get this one finished up tonight. See you tomorrow, digging into some more projects.